live. Okay, so today's date is 2/7/2020, and our objective really is multiplying binomials and trinomials, because that's what we're really doing. That's what we're really doing. If you take a look at example 1, that's a binomial times a binomial. That's really what we're doing, but we're going to do it by double distribute. Okay, so FOIL, the whole term FOIL stands for first, or it really stands for first, outside, inside, last. But I don't really even like to call it that. I like to call it instead, my way to call it is double distribute. Okay. All right. So if I take a look at example 1, we're just going to take the x. I'm going to multiply the x to the other side, to the x and to the 2. We're going to do that first. And so we know that x times x is x squared, and x times a positive 2 is a positive 2x. You need the plus in there because it separates terms. And then we're also going to multiply through my 3 times my x and my 3 times 2. So 3 times x is a positive 3x, and 3 times 2 is a positive 6. Okay, and then we can combine these two because they're the same. They're the same types of terms. So I have an x squared plus a 5x plus 6. Okay, and we have to stop there because you can only add like terms. You're done. You can't add x squared just to 5x's. They're different. You can't add it to a 6. Thumbs up? Good. Okay. Number 2 is the same stuff, except we have to be careful with our negatives. We're going to double distribute x times x times 7, which is going to give me x times x is x squared, and x times a positive 7 makes a positive 7x. I also need to multiply through the negative 5. Negative 5 times x, negative 5 times 7 is going to make a negative 5x and a negative 35, because we're multiplying, right? We're multiplying. We can combine the two middle terms, right? 7x minus 5x is a 2x, so I have an x squared plus a 2x minus a 35. Okay. Thumbs up. Am I going slowly enough? Okay, so tell me if I get going too fast, all right? Example 3. Same thing, except we just have to deal with negatives. We know a negative times a negative is a positive, right? Negative times a negative is a positive. Well, let's check that out. So I'll take my x times x and x times my negative 2. I'll get an x times x is x squared. X times a negative 2, we'll put it as a minus 2x. Okay, subtract and negative are kind of the same thing. We'll put a negative 6 times x, and negative 6 times a negative 2 makes a negative 6 plus x plus 12. Negative 6x plus 12, right? Combine the two middle terms. You've done this before. Nice job. Combine the middle terms. I get an x squared minus an 8x plus 12. I'm seeing this kind of a review for you guys, isn't it? So it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Okay. Turn the page. Okay. All right. Now, 4 is not much different, except for we've got numbers, we've got coefficients. So when we multiply 2x times 4x, we'll get an 8x squared. So I'll get a 2x times a 4x makes an 8x squared. A 2x times a negative 1 makes a minus 2x. Then we'll multiply through with the 5. 5 times 4x, 5 times negative 1. 5 times 4x makes a positive 20x, and 5 times negative 1 makes a negative 5. Again, the middle two terms can be combined, so I'm going to get an 8x squared. Negative 2, positive 20 makes a positive 18x minus 5, right? Thumbs up? Okay, good. Example 5. Okay, now we got to know that x squared, oh, here I'll put on the side, my little x squared times x is x cubed. Okay, you guys all right with that? All right with that? So I'm going to go ahead and double distribute 3x squared times 5x, and 3x squared times 3, so I will get a 15x cubed plus a 9x squared. And then I'll multiply the 4 through, and I'll get a positive 20x plus 12. Now at this point, there's nothing to combine. All 4 terms are different. I cannot combine anything, so that's my answer. Okay? Yeah, Raleigh.
So I remember you said that there was like an invisible exponent above every like
Yeah.
x or whatever.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you like if there was 2x plus 2x, why wouldn't you say 4x squared?
Say again. Say 2x. Say again. What did you say?
So it is 2x plus 2x.
Right. So
Why-
adding.
Yeah,
We're
why
adding,
wouldn't
right?
it equal 4x squared?
Great question. So, okay, I'm gonna say it again.
Because you're adding, not multiplying.
Okay, tell me what's in the bag. What's in the bag?
2x's.
Let's add. Hold on, you'll see it. Let's add. What did I add?
2x.
What's in the bag?
4x.
Right. There's no x squareds, are there?
Yeah, but like what?
But when you
about-
multiply, it's different. When you multiply, when it's 2x times 2x, then you get your 4x
Because it's
squared.
the x times the x, not the x
Because
plus the
there's,
x.
yep, there's
Yeah,
your
but
invisible.
like if there was 2x squared plus 2x would be 2x cubed, right?
No, let's take a look. What's in the bag, okay?
2x squared plus 2x, you can't have.
What's in the bag?
2x squared.
Let's add 2 x's. What's in the bag?
2x. Or 2x's and 2.
2x squareds and 2x, but there's no x cubes in the bag, are there? So when you add, you're saying how many of these things do you have? Does that make sense? When you add, you're combining what you have. When you multiply, you do multiply exponents.
Yeah, but
Add. Hmm?
Wait, no, I get it.
Okay, good. And we'll keep moving. But I like your questions. I really do like your questions a lot. Okay? All right. Let's do last example. So it's just a big double distribute, right? So we'll go x times 2x squared, x times 4x, and x times negative 5 gives me a 2x cubed plus a 4x squared minus 5x. I'll let you take a look at what I have. Okay, I've just distributed the x to all 3 terms. So I've done. And then finally, I'm going to do the same thing. The 3 I'm going to distribute all the way through. And I'm going to get a positive 6x squared. I'm going to put that here. I don't have to, but I like to. It makes it easy for me. If I line them up, right, I'm going to get a positive 12x here, and I get a negative 15. And then when I add, I just add straight down, because I've got the like terms together, okay? You guys are, I just saw that now. You're like, hey, right? That's a good idea. Brendan's like, hey, I like that, right? Makes sense if you line them up, right? I was reading your mind like, yeah, that makes sense, huh? 7x minus 15. Okay, there we go. And I think you guys have done this before.